Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be breaking down this video. As you can see, this video is just a video of fish going over the Lekki Ikoyi link bridge. If you live in Lagos, Nigeria, you know where this bridge is, and then these are just fishes essentially flying over it. So let's break this down, and to do that, let's head into the software where all the magic happened, which is Blender. So let's go there. Here we are in Blender, and as you can see, things are already looking awesome and nice. So this shot was very easy. What I did was I tracked the shot in After Effects and I used the plugin AE to Blender, but since I did this project, I've updated Blender and I've stopped using AE to Blender because what I now use is Fusion, DaVinci Resolve, and then I export the 3D camera from there into Blender. There are tutorials on YouTube on how to do that, and Fusion has a better 3D camera tracker than Blender. But anyways, let's get into this. After the camera track was brought into Blender, I roughly modeled the monument. That's this stuff on the Lekki Ikoyi link bridge. This is just a rough model. As you can see, the camera track is not all that perfect, but it's suitable for what we want. And that's with the camera track we got, this is what we have as the monument, modeling from the camera's point of view to make it look nice. And it doesn't really matter because as far as it works from the camera point of view, it works. So after modeling the monument, we have the fish, which are particle sims, Boids, yes, to be precise. So it will be used as a kind of crowd simulation. So how were the fish created, you may ask? Let me take you to the fish collection. Where are they? Yes. So the fishes are just simply rough models and then image textures plastered upon them. Let me give an example. Let me show you guys. So if we head into the look dev mode, you're able to see the fish model. So essentially what these are, if I go into edit mode of one of them, essentially what I did was I brought in a picture of a fish. So I downloaded a couple of fishes. If you may say, I downloaded pictures of fishes, as you can see here. Yes, this is that exact one. And essentially what I did was I imported this fish picture into Blender, roughly modeled it, and then just projected the textures on it, UV projection, and that's how we have essentially all the fish that is here. Those are simple tricks if you follow people like Ian Hubert, and generally you should just know this because these are simple tricks as a freelancer to be able to get work done faster instead of modeling everything and then texturing and going through the visual effects pipeline workflow, as people may say. So that's essentially how I created the fish, and then as you can see, they are swimming. The fish have swimming animation. For this animation, they are simply wave modifiers. If I may draw your attention to the modifier stack here, if you just look here, the animations are simply wave modifiers. And what that does is it essentially makes the fish move like a wave. Yes. So you just apply the wave modifier, and then there's a trick now. Because when you apply the wave modifier, let me see if I can show you guys. So when you apply the wave modifier, if you pay attention to, let me hide everything else. If you pay attention to this fish, when you first apply the wave modifier, This is how it's going to move. It's going to move from up to down, not side to side. So now the trick is to rotate the fish 90 degrees to the side. So let's say we rotate and then we make it, let's say we rotate it on the Y, is it Y? Sorry, X axis 90 degrees, and then we press play. We can see how the fish is moving because it's rotated to the side. Now this is how we trick the wave modifier. So because we have rotated it and we have not applied the rotation, that's why the fish is now moving from up to down in the other view rotated. So now what we have to do is apply the rotation again, and then the fish moves side to side. Then you rotate the fish back on the X axis to minus 90, and then you don't apply the rotation, and essentially you have just made the fish move side to side. So those are how the fish animations were created. Simple as that. Those are how the fish and the animations were created. Then for the particle system, as you all know that Blender is a mad software when it comes to anything simulating particles or anything. It's not the best, but if you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. For the particle system, it's just a simple Boids system, and then the Boids system is going to follow a goal, and also it has a command to separate. That is in the Boid brain. So I think this is the goal, and then it also has a separate for the Boid brain. That's just essentially telling it to go to this goal and also don't go close to each other. And then this monument that I roughly modeled in 3D, it was set to a collision so that the fish don't pass through it, so the fish just pass by the monument. And essentially that is how everything was created. So the Boid particle system with the wave modifier for the animation, the monument creation, and this monument is also used as a shadow catcher, so that when it is rendered, you see the shadows of the fish appear on the monument. So yeah, all that, and that's how we have this. So then you render it with transparency on. As you can see, let me see if I can show you guys. You render it with transparency on, your image will not show. Yeah, and this. So I added a fog layer. Yes, thank God I showed the render. So I added a fog layer essentially because in the main footage, as you can see in the distance, it gets blurry, it gets foggy. So I added a fog layer to kind of simulate that. So with all this encompassed, you have this shot ready for render, and all you need to do, there's no much compositing, just carry your original plate and put this on top of that and try and match the colors as best as possible, and you are done. And that is how you have this wonderful, exciting visual effects shot of fish flying over the Lekki Ikoyi Lake Bridge. Thank you very much. Please, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and all that. Barabim, barabam, barabum. I was going to do a kind of, should I say, beginner tutorial, but then as I was recording, I was like, man, this is not me. So if you are new here or you are returning here, just know that this page or this channel is not for beginners tutorial. That's a disclaimer. I did that disclaimer in my other video, but someone in the comments was like, is a beginner, and I said to try and do something to try and like do a tutorial, but it wasn't aligning with my spirit. So if you are new here, this is not a beginner tutorial. This is just me talking about my work, having so much fun, keeping it as unedited as possible. So until next time, until my next work coming out, it's going to be a banger. You guys are not ready. This one is let me leave you guys with a tip for the next breakdown that is coming after this one. Golden boy, that's the tip. So until next time, guys, peace out.